Now, like as I was saying, I just hate the fact that this motherfucker didn't basically have a video, or like or he didn't basically bring me with, or in some way show me how the fuck the cactus landed on top of him that basically was 27 foot tall, and just basically have me watch him die and all that stuff. That would have been so nice to see, for me especially, because it's for my entertainment though, so that's what matters. Not just mine but yours as well, because we come first and because we matter though. The world is empty without us, no matter how many can be in this earth. Yeah, that's the case though.
Flying Taylor.
We can make exceptions for those that do matter, of course,
On
but
February
then
4th,
we come first. Thoughts?
1912, Franz Reichelt climbed to the first deck of the Eiffel Tower to test his new invention. He called it a parachute suit. It was 30 pounds of canvas and silk that was supposed to puff out mid-fall and save him. The 33-year-old Austrian tailor had spent years building it. He thought it would save pilots if their plane went down. There was one problem.
Here's the thing, I do like watching plane crashes as well. It's so fire. Like, I've seen videos where it basically just bro, it's so nice to see.
Problem with the suit. Every test had failed.
And oh, okay, this right here just basically lost my train of thought right here. That's how I was about to run a train on this bitch.
For months, Reichelt had been dropping dummies off his roof, but the parachute always opened too late. Instead of fixing the design, he convinced himself the roof was too low. So he asked the French police if he could try from the Eiffel Tower. They said yes, but only if he used a dummy. Reichelt agreed. Then he showed up wearing the suit himself. A newsreel crew was filming. His friends begged him not to jump.
He said a dummy. Why?
But Reichelt climbed onto the ledge and hesitated for 40 seconds. Then he jumped. The parachute didn't open, just like every test before. Reichelt hit the frozen ground head first. His body left a 6-inch
Or unless he was suicidal, then that's the thing. Isn't like he wanted to get away from this earth.
crater. Light
Now where the fuck is that video? Where's the video? If they basically went and had it on camera, bring the video so I can see how it happened though. I would like to see such.
refreshment. In late 2010,
Is it just me? Like I'm sure you want to see this shit too.
Anna Gutt watched a documentary that changed her
Okay, so basically Anna Gut, this bitch must be gutted out and all the organs and everything must be seen.
life. The 50-year-old from Wolfhalden, a small town in eastern Switzerland, had just discovered breatharianism. The documentary
If this bitch tries to meditate its way into death,
was called In the Beginning, There Was Light. It told the story of
in the beginning there was light. That's the Lord creating the earth.
an Indian guru who claimed he hadn't eaten in 70 years. According to him, the human body doesn't actually need food. The body can run on sunlight instead. The film
Why the fuck is it that the Lord wouldn't created an island where there's basically fruits and vegetables everywhere if that's the case?
started a small movement of people who believed it. Doctors say it's impossible. The human body starts shutting down within days when there's no food and water. Anna didn't believe the doctors. She followed the documentary's instructions exactly and ate nothing for a full week. Her body was already weakening. Her children begged her to stop. She promised them she would if things got bad. Then she went back on her promise. A few months later,
Then the bitch went back. Oh, no, but here's the thing. This is a bitch, though. This is a bitch. There's a thing called a man of my word, but there's no such thing as a bitch of my word. Don't fucking listen to bitches, bro. Watch what they do, okay? They're retarded clinically.
her body gave out. She died alone in her apartment in January 2011.
This is the type of bitch to literally decide a bear over a guy any day.
And she wasn't even the first person to die this way. The bet. In February 2009, Sergei Tuganov was at his apartment in Moscow with two women.
Motherfucker, his eyes are too close and all that stuff. What's he looking like? Nah, he looks Down syndrome though, but the most developed ever.
He knew. They bet him $4,300 that he couldn't keep up with both of them for 12 hours straight.
Of course he's not going to. Who does? And even if he did, they're not gonna pay him anyway. They're bitches, bruh.
The 28-year-old mechanic agreed. He didn't think his body could do it on its own, but he had a plan. He was going to take a whole bottle of Viagra. The standard dose of Viagra is one pill, around 50 milligrams. Doctors say taking more than that in a day can put serious strain on the heart. Sergei swallowed the entire bottle.
I thought that you would at least like swallow 6, maybe 10, but the whole
He kept going for the full 12 hours and won the bet. A few minutes after he collected his winnings, he collapsed. The two women called for help, but Sergey was dead before paramedics arrived. He had suffered a massive heart attack. He won the money. He just didn't get to spend it. The
Now, why the fuck is that money not with us? You see what I'm saying? You see what the fuck I be saying? You see what I be saying? Why the fuck is this money not being shipped towards us? Because where the fuck is that money gonna go? He won the money, he didn't get to spend it, but that money was supposed to be given to either me or you because we come first. No fucking else, nobody fucking else matters though. Of course, there's those that do, and we can make exceptions for them, but we come first. That's what's up.
photo op. On September 4th, 2018, Tomer Frankfurter was hiking Yosemite's Mist Trail.
Oh, this is such a nice view. This is such a nice view. I would like to smoke out to this though with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I would like to smoke this with you.
With a group of new friends he had met that morning. The 18-year-old from Jerusalem wanted to copy a famous photo. The photo was from
Can you at least... Okay. Because here's the thing. It can be great for the photo, but how the fuck are you going to get back up? How are you going to get back up? That's the question.
Telegraph Rock in Rio de Janeiro. It shows someone hanging off what looks like a massive cliff, but the rock is actually only a...
I thought some motherfucker actually did it for real, and it's like, okay, you know what you're doing, this, that, what you're doing. You've practiced before, and you managed to get up out of there, and before doing it for real. No, they didn't.
A few feet off the ground. The whole effect is just a trick of the angle.
Yeah, clever, but yeah.
Tomer reached the top of Nevada Fall and told the others about the photo. The cliff there drops 584 feet straight down. His friend...
Bro, you need to practice for these things. You gotta practice for these shits.
Told him it wasn't the same kind of rock. Tomer didn't listen. He handed his phone to a woman and asked her to take his picture as he hung over the edge. She started taking the photos. Tomer lost his grip. 3 people grabbed his arms to pull him up. He was sweating and they couldn't hold him. He slipped from their hands and fell almost...
Three people grabbed him, but they didn't grab the arm. Okay.
600 feet to his death. The pet dinosaur. On April 12, 2019, Marvin Hajos walked into the pen behind his house near Gainesville, Florida. The 75-year-old retired hairdresser was there to feed his pet cassowary, which he had been breeding for years. A cassowary is one of the most dangerous birds in the world.
And he has it.
They look like a cross between an emu and a dinosaur, and they can grow up to 6 feet tall. Each foot has a 4-inch dagger claw that can...
A 4-inch dagger claw? Oh my. Bro, ain't no way. 6 feet!
Rip a person open in a single kick. Wildlife experts say nobody should keep them as pets. The last person known to be killed by one was a teenage boy in Australia, almost 100 years...
Of course it was Australia. Bruh, it is the most drugged out country ever. Wait, is Australia a country? I don't know.
Years ago, Marvin had 2 of them.
Everywhere else is a continent with countries in some of them and also states in one of them. Now, but countries in Africa and states in the US. But the US is also a country. America is a continent.
That morning, Marvin tripped and fell inside the pen. The cassowary saw him hit the ground and went straight for him. It kicked him in the neck and stomach with those dagger claws. Marvin's partner heard him scream and called 911. He had lost too much blood by the time paramedics got there. He died a few hours...
Me personally, I'm killing those things though before I go in there, bro.
Later at the hospital.
Or tranquilize. I don't know if that'll work.
The cassowary was fine. The anvil plan.
Nah, but here's the thing. Those cassowaries will be basically nice to basically put around other people just to go ahead and see like what the fuck would be happening to them.
On July 11th, 1920, Charles Stevens climbed into a homemade wooden barrel with a 100-pound...
So basically he decided to climb into a morning wood though, like without the beer or the whiskey inside.
Anvil strapped to his feet. The 58-year-old barber...
Yep, I know where this is gonna go. I'm sure of it. Yeah, this guy looks dumb, bro. You can just see it on his face. You can just see the clinical retardation is there, bro. It's there. You can just see it. It's right there.
Barber from Bristol, England.
Those are one of the type of faces where it's like, okay, let's abort the baby. You know it's gonna go bad. You made a mistake.
England was about to ride over Niagara Falls. 2 people had already gone over the falls in a barrel and survived. Neither used an anvil. Stevens thought he had a better idea. He had a wife and 11 kids back home, and he needed the money. If he made it, he could tour the world. Two men who had run barrel stunts before warned him not to do it. They said his design was wrong, and he should at least test it empty first. Stevens went anyway. A boat towed him to the middle of the river and let go. The barrel went over Horseshoe Falls and slammed into the water below. The impact drove the anvil through the bottom of the barrel. Stevens was strapped to it. It pulled
It's one thing to have the thing inside the barrel, but to be strapped to the shit.
him down with it. The only piece of him ever found was his right arm. It was tattooed, "Forget Me Not Annie," the electric chair.
Out of all arms, that arm is what made it out.
Michael Godwin should have been dead years ago. He was sentenced to death in 1983 after killing a man during a robbery in South Carolina, but an appeal got him life in prison instead. He had escaped the electric chair. 6 years later, on March 6, 1989, Godwin was alone in his cell watching a small black and white TV he had set up. The earphones stopped working, so he tried to fix them. There was no chair in the cell, so he sat down on the metal toilet to work on the wire. He was naked. The wire had a broken connection inside, and Godwin needed to splice the bare wires back together. So he bit into the plastic coating with his teeth.
Oh wait, now here's the thing. This could have been me. But here's the thing. I was so young as shit back then. This could have been me back then. But I made it out.
He never unplugged the TV from the wall. The current
He didn't unplug it? No, but when I did it, it was on anyways.
ran straight through the wire, into his mouth, and down into the metal toilet underneath him. He died sitting on it. Godwin had escaped one electric chair only to die on another.
Only to make his own.
If you'd like to see more videos,
No, this was a good video, by the way. I mean, I wouldn't say it was good, but it definitely wasn't bad either. So, yeah. This was alright, though, you know what I'm saying?